I have told you about the conduction, and now I am telling you about the convection, heat transfer by convection. I have told that heat conduction is only in solids, while this convection is in both the fluids. Heat transfer by convection takes place in fluids. That means liquids and gases. And in this, as I told you that in conduction, the matter is not transferred from one place to another place, but this is the transfer of matter. So when the solid or when this gas or the liquid are heated up, then the matter goes from one place to another place in the in this method. The heat is transferred by the movement of fluids. This means that fluid always flows from higher temperature to lower temperature, leaving the vacancy, and that is filled up by the fluid which is at low temperature. Convection is combined process combination of two processes. Number one, conduction. And number two, advection. Now in conduction, heat transfer due to random motion of molecules. So It means microscopically. Heat transfer microscopically. The molecules take the heat from one part and goes to the another part, and the molecules from the another part come to the first part from where the molecules have left the position. Heat convection. In this heat transfer due to bulk transfer of fluid. So what happens that in this process the fluid move from one part to another part, and as a result there is transfer of the heat. So this convection is the combination of two processes, one the conduction and second the advection. Types of convection. There are two types of convection. One is the natural convection. Natural convection it is due to buoyancy forces caused by change in density which change due to variation of temperature. Natural convection, this is due to the buoyancy forces caused by change in density, which change due to the variation of temperature, because we know that when temperature is raised, the density of the fluid changes, and as a result it expands. So the buoyant forces are created, because of which the fluid flows from higher temperature to lower temperature. The natural convection, in this process there are very simple examples. That is sea breeze and second is land breeze. Now sea breeze, It is the flow of air from sea to land during day. So what happens that during the day the heat from the sun incident on the water and the sea water and the land, and since water has the very high specific heat, so it takes more time to heat up. On the other hand, the sand have very low specific heat, so it heats up quickly, or it takes low time to absorb the heat. So when at the land the temperature increases, because of that the air expands and it rises up, and then it leaves the vacancy, and that is filled up by the air flowing from sea to land. The water having high heat capacity absorbs heat from sun absorbs the heat from sun at the water having high heat capacity absorb the heat from sun and sun. And it takes more time to heat up. On the other hand, sand having very low heat capacity absorbs heat from sun and heats up quickly. the air in contact with land is heated and rises up. Leaving vacant at same time. The air flows from sea to land. To fill up the vacancy created due to flow. Flow of hot air at land. This is called the sea breeze. The land breeze means the flow of air from land to sea at night. So what happens that at night the sand becomes quickly cooled in comparison to the sea water, and that the air flows. So the air flows from land to sea. Emits heat more quickly than sea water. The air in contact with sea water rises up and at the same time air flows from land to sea. So this is what the land breeze. So these are the good examples of natural convection. And now we come to the another one. Second, forced convection. Now here we can have this. So by this is the C7. This is C. This is land. The air like this. This is the sea breeze. And the air flowing like this. This is the land breeze. The forced convection. Second is forced convection. Now in forced convection, the heat transfer due to flow of fluid caused by internal sources like pumps, fans, etc. You can see that in our houses we have the ceiling fan and the air flows from upper part to lower part. So this is because of the electric fan. Similarly, the heat pump that the regulation in the temperature in our body is also due to the forced convection. Examples: flow of cold air from upper to lower part by ceiling fans. All other fans also cause flow of air. Now number 2, regulation of heat in living beings is caused due to pumping of blood by heart. Regulation of heat in living beings is caused due to the pumping of blood by heart. So this is also the convection, forced convection. So whenever the convection is caused by some internal source, then we have the forced convection, and when this is caused by the natural wild forces, that is called the natural convection. So in case of convection, only fluids are affected. So in fluids we have both the liquids and the gases. Although the gases are bad conductor of heat, but even they have very important role. When the gas is heated up, the molecules move. So this is the heat transfer is microscopically, and it takes place through whole of the fluid, gas or whole of the liquid. So this is the process of transfer of heat by convection. So you like, share and subscribe the video. Thank you very much.